2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. And as we reach the midway point, Kenny, still a lot of games left on the schedule. How do players cope with the wear and tear their bodies go through?
Well, a lot of times when you're mentally or physically tired, you know, you could sit there and all of a sudden you misquote things, you missay things here on the analyst desk. On the basketball court, that's turnovers, that's missing assignments, missing rebounds. Same thing. Like, I know this is our, 82nd game this year. You're starting to feel a little bit. That's how those guys feel.
I didn't know the midpoint was the 82nd game, but anyway, injuries start to take a toll.
No, but we've done 82 games. Doesn't mean the team.
Yeah, just we've done the games in our role here.
Right. It gives 2 games a night, remember?
You're on the set.
Anyway, I was saying the injuries, they start to take a toll, not just the big ones, the little ones. Type of injuries I hate are the freak injuries. One time, Ernie, I was walking with my shoes off, stubbed my toe.
That's called barefoot.
That's a freak injury. Stubbed my toe, was out for 6 weeks. So you got to get rest, eat well.
Well, if you kick a brick wall, that's not a.
And man up.
Yeah. Maybe you should. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Barefoot.
It's the Pacers in Indianapolis as we bring you an Eastern Conference contest. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. This game marks the end of a road trip for Chicago. They're looking to snag one here before heading back home. Looking at their performance last year, they're about where you'd expect them to be, guys. They'd like to take that next step in a positive direction here, Steve, with a win.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they're a team that a lot of people called for to kind of go wire to wire in terms of being in first place. That's not possible anymore. But clearly, this is an elite team.
Without question, I mean, their expectations may have been a little outsized, but this is a terrific team, and even that doesn't mean you'll win every game.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So the Bulls 5 right now. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Freak in at the 3. He hits both from the stripe. Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Suns.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
Yes, he's looking at how they can establish an edge in this one. He's looking for them to lock things down on the interior first and foremost. He said our shot blocking is something that can really help us if we just play smart and avoid fouls. We want them shooting over length, and that's one thing my guys do bring to the table. A sound strategy, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. So defense, it looks like, coming first for them today.
That's their identity. That's what they're all about. Their defense is really what sparks it.
And that has to be their spark if they're going to be successful. I mean, everything for them starts at the defensive end of the floor.
Rose kicks to Butler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Chicago shooting their first foul shots of the night here. That free throw good from Butler. And so Butler nails both of them. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Hill with it. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. On the wing, Ellis, wide open. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And here is Hill after Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. Johnson, the pass to Hill. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
And a wide open look for Freak. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pacers trail by 7. Outside Hill. Ellis outside. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Shot clock at 6. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Johnson.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to kick.
And it's Rose penetrating. Second shot opportunity. Left side Butler. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. From 10 feet out. Here's Noah. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
Chicago leading by 7. Outside Rose. Puts it up from 12. Rose can't get that one to fall. Pacers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The dish to Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here is Hill. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Ellis. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Outside Rose. Pass to Noah. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's...
Pacers trail by 9. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Taj Gibson is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Freak in at the 3 slot. Ellis dishes to Miles. Inside, here's Hill. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Hill, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. And he's good on the second. Here's Rose. 8 points his last outing. The feed to Freak. Gasol, a screen on Hill. Freak off the pick and finished off by Gasol.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Hill. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Stuckey's got 3 assists in the game.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. Good on the 3-point shot. Rose has got 5 now.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Stuckey kicks to Hill. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that 3-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
It's stolen by Hill. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Mavericks got the job done. He picked up 16 points and was really a dynamic force, finding teammates and playing tough D on the other end. It was just a fantastic outing for him, and really there wasn't any way to prevent him from taking over the game. Fun to watch, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Pick up by Hill. Shot off the screen. Hill passes to Ellis. Johnson sends the screen for Ellis. He kicks to Johnson. It's tipped, and they'll keep possession. The Bulls leading by 6. Rose with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Gasol dishes to Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Ellis. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
And it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Gibson. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Hill. Tries yet again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. Some fantastic numbers here for Hill. He has 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle. And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 13 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
In the corner, Stuckey with it. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Here's Gibson. Tries yet again. And Freak with the layup. Freak's got 4 points this quarter.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And it's Ellis penetrating, and it's blocked. Rose against Stuckey. Right wing. Freak kicks to Gasol. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Hill. Gasol passes to Freak. Misses from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Outside Hill. Down low, here's Johnson, and Gasol sends it back. Butler in the corner, fires for 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And now a 9-point Bulls lead.
You know, they've got to make him earn those threes. You play off of him, and he's automatic from that distance.
Ellis outside. tries from the block. That doesn't go either for Ellis.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Freak dishes to Gibson. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 6. And a chance now to send you over to Jordan.
Well, Coach Vogel,
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. But we have done a great job creating free throw chances, driving the lane, attacking the basket. That has been a high point for us. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Pacers trail by 6. Johnson is out there with Solomon Hill. Then there's Ellis. Then there's Hill. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And the basket by Hill.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Noah with a screen on Hill. Freak kicks it to Noah. Plays it up and banks it in. Noah's got 6 points.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Hill sets the screen for Ellis. Noah with the block, but he stays with it. And the shot is good. And that's 13 points for Hill.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
Rose passes to Freak. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The shot is off. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Hill dishes to Hill. Hill sets the screen for Ellis. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Chicago has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Freak. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 8 points for Freak.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And here is Hill. He has 6 to the paint. Jumper off the screen. Hill, no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there. They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Hill kicks to Hill, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Hill's got 6 here in this quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Bulls.
Great defense. defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Indiana. Got a piece of it. Rose against Stuckey. Outside Rose. Past the Butler. Launches a three, and he gets it to go. Butler's got 13 points.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Hill passes to Hill. Butler against Stuckey. 4 on the clock. For 3, Hill. The shot no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time they matched up. What jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they were overpowering inside, and you really have to like their Greg if they can replicate that tonight.
It's Gasol missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. Not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
It's blocked. Here's Freak. Hill pulled it in.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly. Defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
A lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It definitely gives defenders something extra to think about.
Rose gets the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Another shot. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Knocked loose. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Hill, and that one's good. Freak.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Right side Hill. Johnson the screen. Hill drives in to the middle. And then Johnson with the double.
And if that doesn't get too fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
That's good. 15 points for Jimmy Butler.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Hill. Allen comes in for Amir Johnson. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Taking a look at the Bulls. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Freak in at the small forward position.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Ellis against Butler. From the line. Ellis can't get it to go.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in. Hill dishes to Ellis. Five on the clock. It's tipped. Gasol with the steal. The pass to Freak. Stolen by Ellis. Rose against Hill. On the wing, Ellis. Right side, Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Noah. Outside, Rose. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. 9 points for Rose.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Hill kicks to Johnson, and the basket good.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Chicago leading by 18. Rose goes in. Johnson with the block. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shot clock at 5. Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Hill passes to Johnson. Feeds it to Ellis. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Rose up on top. He's guarded by Hill. Gasol dishes to Butler. Here's Freak. Rebound, Hill. Hill's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hill kicks to Ellis. From 10 feet out, and Butler sends it back.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Rose attacking. Johnson with the block. Out to the wing. Here's Freak. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight. Pacers trail by 18. get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. The focus of their discussion was getting their offense to run through Butler. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rose.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. 10 points and 7 assists.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Pick up by Hill. Ellis goes in to the inside. Gasol with the steal. Freak with it. Ellis on him. Now here's Rose. Rose with another miss.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Hill with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Indiana again missing. The Bulls leading by 20. Noah with a screen on Hill. Rose goes in. And Noah with the slam.
Fellas. That two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Pick up by Hill. And it's Hill. That's on the assist from Monte Ellis. Ellis has got 12 assists tonight.
Can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Use that pick to get in close.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's Rose.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
He dishes it to Butler.
Sticking too much.
Now Freak. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. Rose against Hill. Offensive rebound. Freak. Cannot hit. Pacers trail by 18. Ellis the pass to Hill. Kicks it to Hill. Inside, and it's Hill with the jam.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Rose dishes to Freak. Noah the screen. Knocked away. It's stolen by Johnson. Hill kicks to Hill. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Off the pick. And that one's good. Freak's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
But, Greg, still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
It's a long season, and you always need role players to step up and help out, and that was the case here. Everything was working for Freak. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Back to Gasol. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, first off, congratulations on this win, Pau, and tell us how you feel about the team's progress so far this year.
Well, we've done a lot better. We've done a lot better recently, and we want to continue. We don't want to get complacent. I think we still got ways to go and things to improve, but we're definitely doing a lot better than we were.
Always good to see signs of progress, Pau. Thank you for the time. Gentlemen?
Doris, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
His defensive presence made a big difference in the game, guys. He blocked a number of shots and affected plenty more that he didn't actually get his hand on, but they were looking for him.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.